Our first video is just going to be a quick tour of the 4 churches that we visited that we support. This is the church in Cap-Haïtien, the city where we stayed. This is Pastor Ehrlich on the left. He's going to be running the institute. And then Pastor Yvonne runs the church here in Cap-Haïtien. The next guy was Medellín. He runs the whole operation in Haiti. And the last fellow on the right there was Pastor Andre. This is the sewing room. They're giving courses here on how to use the sewing machine. This is at the Cap-Haïtien church, trying to get some income for people. Now we arrived, the second church we visited the next day. We visited 2 churches. This is the church in Dubray. This church is one wall that's not finished, and 2/3 of their roof is gone, and their storage buildings are not finished. When we ship the food, they need these storage buildings to store the food in. This is a picture of this is a 19-year-old baby that was born this way. That's actually a hole in its head that's all festered and infected. And you can see how they take care of it. They put that rough old stocking cap on top of it, which is just going to make things worse. And they don't have any clean water or any antiseptics to wash them with, and they can't afford to travel to the clinic. This little girl, you can see her belly here, all distended. She either has a growth, she's around 2 or 3 years old. She either has a growth, but it's probably worms. She has all the symptoms of worms. Both of these kids, if they don't get some kind of help, will probably die before the year is out. We felt so helpless, and of course prayer is powerful, and Pastor Ehrlich came in, and he and Melissa laid hands on her and prayed for her. It was very touching. If you could see the faces here, all these people are very serious. A whole crowd gathered. They were bringing all their sick kids to see if Melissa could help them. Then that same day we arrived at Ubia, and this is the outside of the church there. It's a very small church. They really need their own land and a larger building. They've outgrown this building. Right next door to it is the pastor's house. I'll be showing you a tour of his house later. And after that, we arrived at Balimbe. This is the oldest church. This is the first one that Pastor Andre founded. And they own their own property all the way back to those trees in the back. And they own the building. They rent the building next door there that was behind Pastor Andre. These are the teachers at Balimbe. They've had about 1/3 of their students have quit in the last year. And if you mention paying to any of the parents, they just withdraw their kids from the school. All these teachers basically have no income.